Well, good morning. So again, I'm back to working on this Stepvan. If you follow me on Instagram or I think TikTok and the others, I already showed this. I did the timing chain and see, I placed that cover, harmonic balancer, a few other items. I did the thermostat housing. I had to replace that because it was actually cracked right there. That's a new one. I still got a new thermostat that I put in before I changed the housing, and then found out the housing was cracked. So anyways, that's a new housing. And let me see, still wouldn't fire up. I got it to start and it just stumbled. I barely did anything. The vacuum gauge didn't hardly read anything unless I revved it. And I mean, it was so barely running, it was almost like a whisper, like it wasn't firing all the way. But I know it's correct because I put the new points eliminator piece on here, new coil. I used my plug tester, hooked it up here, and you know, it didn't matter to me which plug was fired. I just wanted to verify that I was actually getting spark down to the spark plug, and I used this tool right here, which I'm not going to go through the whole motions right now, but you know, if any of you use, you have a car that has a distributor type setup, you can always just check your spark by, so I can do this real quick, plugging that into there, plugging that into there, and then you got a way to visually see spark. And up here I could just crank it and turn it over and I could see spark coming off this. And it was a good spark. It was very nice bright spark. So anyways, in the midst of all that, I thought, well, you know, I have nothing to lose, so I'll just go on ahead and pull this valve cover on the passenger side. I had already had the one off on the driver's side, you know, when I verified number one. Right now this is actually on number one, top dead center. I think I may still be able to move it off another tooth. I think I need to have it pointing more that way. At this point it doesn't really matter. I know it's not my problem. You know, you can be a tooth off, and if it's still fire, it just might be kind of rough. But so what I figured out here is here's my, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, number 4 cylinder. Look at that. That's sloppy. I mean, it's, the whole thing is shot. It doesn't matter what you do, and I'm pretty sure, you know, I'm pulling the push rod up and down. I'm pretty sure I lost my lifter. Worst case scenario, worn cam, but I did notice this before. You know, I've had this off, and I, you know, that's one of those things, you know, you do whenever you have a valve cover off. You just kind of verify, you know, whether these are tight or loose, you know, whatever. Anyways, they're all tight, and they're all the same on the other side. Definitely that's lost. So, you know, valve lifters are they're about $3 to $8 each, you know, depending on, you know, how, you know, if you want a high quality, medium quality, OEM or whatever. So my only other option now that I'm at this point is to, and I know, you know, I mean, still looking at my options. My valve spring is still good. You know, the valve hasn't dropped. It's all good. It's intact. There's nothing loose on this part here, you know. So I know I didn't lose the keeper. You know, all my valves are the way they should be. So normally what I do is I count the threads on the nut. I'll just count the threads, or use a dial indicator, you know, or calipers, which is what I have, and I'll measure from the top of the nut to this, you know, and that'll be my baseline for how close I want to get it. If I'm going to go ahead and redo all lifters, there's other ways to do it, you know, to preload them. I'll soak the lifters in oil, and then I'll drop them in there, and then I'm just going to run the nuts down, do the same measurement I had. If anything, it's going to be looser, you know, or equal, maybe tighter, you know, if the new lifters, these old lifters are going bad. But if there's wear on the camshaft, then, you know, so be it. I'm going to go ahead and replace the lifters. Seems like the easiest, cheapest thing to do. And it's just undoing everything from the intake manifold, undoing the intake manifold bolts, which, you know, they're all ground up. I kind of need to clean this anyway, so I'll take it off. I gotta undo the fluids again, drain the oil. I'm gonna drain the oil because I don't want any radiator fluid, antifreeze to dribble down in there and contaminate my new oil I just put in. So I'm gonna drain it into a clean oil pan and save that for when I'm ready to rerun it again. I just put that Lucas oil restore stuff in it, engine restore, so I don't want to lose that oil. That was expensive. So that's my options. Now I'm just going to go ahead and pull the intake, the carb intake, just go through all that, just get everything off here, pull the intake out, clean it, and from there, once you're inside, I'll do another video then, but I'll be able to see the status of the lifters, and I'm just going to replace all of them. It's just an easy thing to do. Just undo all these enough to where I can get the push rods out, pull the lifters out, and put them back together. And then, unless I see something else obviously jacked up, I don't feel like I want to pull the cylinder heads. You kind of, I might go ahead and call around and see how much it would be to have them sent out to have them redone. And that's probably something I'll do. I'll make that decision when I get down to it. I'll be able to see inside the intake valve hole, the port. But that's where I'm at. Anyways, I'll do more recordings. YouTube keeps cutting me off at 15 minutes, and it takes forever to load them, even if it's 7 or 8 minutes. Right now, my little timer on here says 6.5 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I'll pull this. I'll do another recording later, see what I've done. I would record the whole thing, pulling it and everything, but it's just not worth dealing with YouTube. Trying to upload that stuff. So, and there's nothing fancy. You can see this kind of stuff on YouTube all day long. There's nothing you're gonna learn on mine. And I'll get down in there and see what's going on. But if the lifters are obviously worn and bad, I'll go ahead and replace those. Put everything back together. I don't plan on pulling the cylinder heads unless I absolutely have to. If it only costs $100, $200 to have them redone, I might send them out and do that, but I got to call around and find out. But in the meantime, if this doesn't work out, I still got that straight 6 sitting right back in there. And at that point, all it would be is the motor mounts, which I have new frame purchased. They go to it, and I got your transmission mount. I got this linkage bar over here and a few other odds and ends, that I got to figure out. But I don't know if I want to go that far into that either. But I guess I'll just take it one thing at a time. We'll figure it out. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.